riding my waves of emotion in spiritual awakening. The journey of spiritual awakening is not a straight path. It is an ocean of emotions, each wave rising and crashing with intensity. For the author of Stranger on an Elevator, this became undeniable in the presence of her twin flame. The connection was unlike anything she had ever known, overwhelming, electrifying, and deeply unsettling. It stirred the depths of her soul, forcing her to confront every buried wound, every unspoken longing. It was as if the universe had placed a mirror before her, reflecting back every hidden fear, every unresolved pain, and every fragment of love she had yet to claim. The connection itself was both a gift and a storm. It illuminated a path she never intended to walk, one that pulled her away from comfort and familiarity and into the unknown. The intensity was all-consuming, impossible to escape. There was no turning back. The only choice, to breathe. In the storm of this awakening, there was only one thing to do: breathe. Breathe deeply into the core of being. Let the inhale gather the waves of emotion, grief, longing, fear, the unbearable pull of separation. Let the exhale release the resistance, the desperate need for answers, the urge to run. This is the alchemy of the soul, the process of transmutation that comes not by force, but by surrender. The twin flame experience does not allow avoidance. It demands transformation. It strips away everything that is false, everything built from ego, fear, or illusion. And as each wave rises, there is a choice: resist and suffer, or surrender and transform. Each wave carried a message. Each emotional storm revealed another layer of truth, another piece of the illusion dissolving. Some were gentle, washing over her with quiet sorrow. Others hit like a tempest, breaking apart the self she once knew. The longing, the pain, the euphoria, the despair, it was all part of the purification, the sacred process of becoming. To act too soon, to grasp for control, would have been to move from a place of fear. Instead, she had to wait, to witness, to let the energy shift in its own time. Surrendering to the divine flow, at first it felt impossible to bear. The ache of separation, the confusion, the paradox of feeling closer to someone than ever before, yet impossibly far away. The mind sought logic, but the heart spoke in riddles, guiding her toward an unseen truth. But then something shifted. She stopped resisting the waves. She let them move through her. She stopped drowning and started floating. She began to understand that the journey was never about chasing or clinging. It was about releasing, about coming home to herself first, about merging with the love within before seeking it outside. And so, she breathed, stabilizing herself in the present moment, until the unbearable became light, until the longing transformed into peace, until the need for control dissolved into trust. Each wave, each moment of surrender was another step toward divine union, first with herself, then with the greater whole. Does this ever end? The truth? It never really ends. The awakening is not a destination. It's an unraveling, a deepening, an ever-expanding journey. Just when you think you've reached clarity, another wave comes, another layer is peeled back, another illusion dissolves. But what does change is how you move through it. In the beginning, it feels like drowning, overwhelming, painful, unrelenting. But over time, you learn to ride the waves with more grace. The triggers don't grip you as tightly. The emotions don't consume you as they once did. You start trusting the process, knowing that every storm eventually passes. At some point, awakening shifts from a place of suffering to a place of deep peace. You no longer fight the waves, you float. You no longer fear the unknown, you surrender. And while the journey continues, you begin to embody the love, the wisdom, and the light that was always within you. So, will it ever end? Not in the way we might wish, but the struggle does ease, and the peace does come. And that's when you realize the awakening was never about reaching an end. It was always about becoming.